The moment you accept that you're going to make mistakes, whether you want it or not, while speaking the language that you are learning, is the moment when you are going to start improving it increasingly. And that's what happened to me. That happened to me like 1 year ago when I realized that I was going to make mistakes whether I wanted or not. And I stopped feeling ashamed for something. I stopped feeling embarrassed when I was speaking English because I understood that I was going to make mistakes and that it was part of the process. When you are learning a language, you're not going to start speaking it perfectly or something. And I am especially talking about this because this is the problem that happens to many people because they don't want to make mistakes. They feel embarrassed when they are talking to other people in English, so they prefer not to say something because they feel that they are going to say it wrong and they don't improve because of that. And so what I was saying is that accept that you're going to make mistakes because you make mistakes and you identify them and then you improve them because you are going to see your areas of improvement and then you're going to make it well. You're going to say the words well. You're going to use the right words. So yeah, accept that you're going to make mistakes. That's a huge advice because many people prefer not to say something because they think that they're going to say wrong. So they actually never or hardly ever practice their English. So these people don't feel like saying anything because of their fear of making mistakes, and that's something that stops people because, as I said, they don't really speak, they don't really practice, they don't really pronounce, they don't really identify their mistakes because they deny to make mistakes, and that's a huge mistake. If you are doing that, you are making a mistake, but you can fix it. You have to speak, you have to practice, you can even record yourself as I am doing it. Because once you identify your mistakes, you're going to start improving your language. So yeah, people, you have to practice, you have to speak, pronounce the words every single time as much as you can, so you are going to improve your English. I personally recommend two things. The first one is that I recommend reading books because you're going to start reading these books out loud and you're going to start identifying words that you don't know how to say. And so you look it up in the translator, you listen to the pronunciation, and then you repeat it. That's something that I do, and that's something that I have been doing throughout the year, and it's helped me a lot. The second thing that I recommend recording yourself and then listen to your voice and the way you pronounce the words. And so you're going to start identifying your mistakes. That's another thing that I recommend doing. Yeah, that's an example. The other day I was in my English class and my teacher told me that my coach, he told me that I was making a mistake. I was saying I recommend to do, and that's not the right way to say it. The correct way to say it is I recommend doing something, even though it doesn't apply to the common rule that we all know. Yeah, so if I hadn't said that, I wouldn't have known. And thank God that I did, because I always say I recommend you, I recommend these. I always say that word.